Prince Harry's co-host regrets agreeing to interview him and speaks out against Duke. Prince Harry sat down for an in-depth interview with trauma specialist Gabor Mate earlier this year, and the expert has said he regrets agreeing to the chat. Prince Harry's interview with trauma specialist Gabor Mate has come back into the spotlight as the expert has spoken of his regret for agreeing to host the in-depth chat. Mate has said the interview has had a profound negative effect on him and has lashed out at two aspects of his chat that explored what the Duke of Sussex had revealed in his tell-all memoir, Spare. Prince Harry's interview with trauma specialist Gabor Mate has come back into the spotlight as the expert has spoken of his regret for agreeing to host the in-depth chat. Mate has said the interview has had a profound negative effect on him and has lashed out at two aspects of his chat that explored what the Duke of Sussex had revealed in his tell-all memoir, Spare. The trauma expert claims he lost himself and neglected to follow his gut over the interview with Harry, which was organized by their joint publisher Penguin Roundhouse and streamed globally to a paying audience. Chatting on a new episode of the Diary of a CEO podcast, Mate said he felt profoundly uncomfortable that the discussion was put behind a paywall. He said, "I had a gut feeling all along that I shouldn't agree to doing it the way they set it up. The way it was set up was, in order to watch it, people had to buy a copy of Harry's book, and I thought this is not fair. 4 million people have already bought the book. Why can't they watch this interview? Do they have to buy another copy? In other words, I believed that this should be a free public service on a part of two people who can have a very interesting conversation, but out of sheer opportunism I agreed to it. So I didn't follow my gut feelings. I lost myself even in agreeing to the format." The expert said that both he and Harry pushed for the recording of the event to be released to the general public, but they were told it would have breached the rules, as it was publicized as a one-time interview. Mate added that while he disagreed with the format of the interview, he had no objections to sitting down with Harry. His second criticism of the televised discussion was the demeaning and dismissive reaction online, which included labeling him a stern, overbearing merchant of pain. He said the negative portrayals really affected him. Prince Harry's subtle olive branch to King Charles this week that many royal fans missed. Prince Harry made a key move this week, and an expert suggests it may have been his way of offering an olive branch to his father, King Charles. Prince Harry appears to have given his father, King Charles, a subtle olive branch this week, but the royals' actions went largely unnoticed. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex issued a heartfelt message on Tuesday condemning the monstrous attack carried out by Hamas in Israel last weekend. They also expressed sympathy for the loss of lives of more than 1,300 Israeli people. But it seems like the Duke's timing was key and perhaps a subtle olive branch to King Charles, as he didn't attempt to overshadow his father, according to an expert. Earlier that day, a Buckingham Palace spokesperson said King Charles is appalled by and condemns the barbaric acts of terrorism in Israel. Royal historian Gareth Russell noted that it was interesting to see Harry wait until after his father made a comment on the issue, as he could have easily jumped the gun. He told True Royalty TV's The Royal Beat, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex issued a statement of solidarity with the people of Israel too. "I think it is interesting that this time, both of the king's sons waited until the king as head of state made a comment on that. Prince Harry has a strained relationship with his family ever since he quit his royal duties in 2020. He has made some pretty shocking revelations and allegations about the firm since then on various occasions." The Duke and Duchess of Sussex famously sat down for an interview with Oprah Winfrey in 2021, where they touched on subjects of racism and suicide. In 2023, Harry released his memoir, Spare, leaking many royal bombshells, including the rift with his brother Prince William. The pair also released a docuseries on Netflix titled Harry and Meghan, in which they spoke about their tensions with the royal family.